بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإذ قال موسى لفتاه لا أبرح حتى أبلغ مجمع البحرين أو أمضي حقبا فلما بلغا مجمع بينهما نسيا حوتهما فاتخذ سبيله في البحر سربا فلما جاوزا قال لفتاه آتنا غداءنا لقد لقينا من سفرنا هذا نصبا قال أرأيت إذ أوينا إلى الصخرة فإني نسيت الحوت وما أنسانيه إلا الشيطان أن أذكره واتخذ سبيله في البحر عجبا قال ذلك ما كنا نبغي فارتدا على آثارهما قصصا فوجدا عبدا من عبادنا آتيناه رحمة من عندنا وعلمناه من لدنا علما قال له موسى هل أتبعك على أن تعلمني مما علمت رشدا قال إنك لن تستطيع معي صبرا وكيف تصبر على ما لم تحط به خبرا قال ستجدني إن شاء الله صابرا ولا أعصي لك أمرا قال فإن اتبعتني فلا تسألني عن شيء حتى أحدث لك منه ذكرا فانطلقا حتى إذا ركبا في السفينة خرقها قال أخرقتها لتغرق أهلها لقد جئت شيئا إمرا قال ألم أقل إنك لن تستطيع معي صبرا قال لا تؤاخذني بما نسيت ولا ترهقني من أمري عسرا فانطلقا حتى إذا لقيا غلاما فقتله قال أقتلت نفسا زكية بغير نفس لقد جئت شيئا نكرا قال ألم أقل لك إنك لن تستطيع معي صبرا قال إن سألتك عن شيء بعدها فلا تصاحبني قد بلغت من لدني عذرا
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين ولا حول لنا ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. We give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We adore Him Almighty. We thank Him and we glorify His blessings and favors upon us. We pray for more blessing and peace and benediction of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, his household, his companions, and those who follow their path till the day of judgment. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala include us among them, inshallah. Today, without taking our time, we are going to give tafsir about the story of Nabi Musa alayhi salatu wasalam and Fatah, that is his father, that is his boy. And Nabi Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, based on some narrations, he, is a Israel person, was one of Bani Israel, and he was asked one day that who is the man a'lamun nas, who is the most knowledgeable person in the world? And Nabi Musa alayhi salatu wasalam said, me. Because he realized he did not say it out of arrogancy or something like that. He realized that he is a prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Allah's messenger, and at the same time is one of ulul azm min ar-rusul. And he's normally talk to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala without tarjuman, no interpreter. And now, he feel that nobody can do that except him. That's why I say, Ana is me. Like if you are in one locality and now you realize that nobody even know how to recite Surah Al-Fatiha well, properly, and they say, who is knowledgeable? Who is more knowledgeable among the people here? You say, you. That's what happened by Nabi Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants Musa to understand something that he does not understand before. That is, you are saying that in your own locality, you have to move out, you have to travel. If somebody is claiming to be most knowledgeable person in Nigeria, and now if you travel, you go to Egypt or go to Saudi Arabia, you will understand you will see somebody that is higher than you. I say, mashallah, this imam is most knowledgeable person. By the time that you see somebody that is higher than him, you will know, and that person also, somebody must be higher than him. And that person also, and we know everything will end to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah is superior. It's all-knowing, Jalla Jalalu. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, Ya Musa, you have to travel. You have to leave this locality and travel. You have to move out. And his journey, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him kind of instruction, that is, you have to travel to places, Rome, that is Italy today. And in that place, where the two oceans comes together, oceans comes together, sea, there is one, what they call it, number one, sea. And there is one that is salty. There is the salty one, which is number one that we know. There's another one that doesn't make noise. That one, the place that Maraj al-Bahrain yaltaqiyan, where the two will join with each other, join together, that place that you will find somebody who is our person. His name is Khidr. Some people call him Khidr. And that Khidr, some people say that he's a prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some people claim that his Khidr is Allah's prophet. But the truth about his matter, Khidr is not a prophet and is not a messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but Khidr is Abdullah Saleh, is the good servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Is what? Good servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he was so close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he's a mulham. Mulham means he will understand some things that his mate may not understand. Even issue of knowledge is beyond the issue of going to university and acquiring all these obtained certificates. There are some knowledge from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You just install it in your brain and nobody can remove it. That one is ilham, and that one is even wider than normal knowledge that you go to the school and acquire. And if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not give you that one, you have never tasted this in knowledge. Yes, ilham must be there. You understand things even beyond your malams. That is ilham. If they hear you saying things, they say, where did you get this one? They don't have it. It's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there is mu'jiza. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked Musa that if you are traveling, you should travel with a fish, dry fish, and that fish, anywhere that you find that the fish turn to a fresh one, and that fish is moving, that is a place that we find Khidr. Allah has given him instruction, but Musa did not tell his own boy that was following him. And when they reach a particular place, and that his boy is Yusha bin Nun, Yusha the son of Nun. He used to follow Musa and acquire knowledge from Arab Musa. Like we also, you are here, you are acquiring knowledge and you are learning from us. And Arab Musa alayhi salam, when they reach a particular place, Arab Musa alayhi salatu salam, he slept, and his own boy Yusha bin Nun, he saw something, a miracle from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, mu'jiza from Allah to Arab Musa alayhi salatu salam, that is that dry and dead fish. The fish turned to a fresh one, and the fish entered the sea, and that fish was just swimming, and he's surprised. And when he entered the sea, the place that the fish is staying, there was Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make everything dry. There was not even water there. And later the fish move on, and the fish was moving and swimming. And from there, Yusha was just looking, and he was so surprised, wondering, and he could not wake Anabi Musa alayhi salam, because he respects Musa a lot. That is the reason why, if you see Allah's people, they deserve a lot of respect. The way you talk to them, the way you interact with them, you don't embarrass Allah's people, or you will disgrace them, or you disrespect them. If you do that, you are doing it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala indirectly, and Allah will deal with you. That is it. And when Anabi Musa alayhi salam, because I want to tell you before we read the verses, when Anabi Musa alayhi salam wake up, and he asked Yusha bin Nun, he said, Yusha, where is our lunch? Because he embarked on his own journey in the night. And when they reach a particular place around Gada, around 9 or 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and Anabi Musa slept. And when Musa slept, and the thing happened, that mu'jiza happened, and Anabi Musa, when he woke up immediately, he was so hungry. And he asked Yusha that, where is our lunch? Where is our al-garat? That is, where is our lunch. And you shall say, our lunch, that dry fish, the thing has turned to a fresh one, and the fish entered the sea, and the thing was swimming there. I could not even find the fish again. And then Moses got angry. He said, that is the reason why we are here. He said, we are heading to, do you know the reason why we left our place and we are on journey? We are going, Allah has already instructed me that any place that we found that dry fish turn to a fresh one, so that is a place that we can find Khidir. And now you did not tell me, so that we need to go back. They were going back tracing their footsteps, and when they reach the place, from there, Anabi Musa alayhi salam found Khidir. There are so many Israelites anyway, narrations, many, which I may not even like to bring some. Then some of them said that Anabi Musa met Khidir sitting on the sea. And he doesn't sink. He was there, just there. And when Anabi Musa said, how can I reach you? You know, that is Quran. Allah did not talk about Yusha again. He has already abandoned the issue of Yusha. The all really matter now is Musa and Khidir. And Anabi Musa, he wanted to go and meet him. And then when Anabi Musa said, Assalamu alaikum, he answered, he said, Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah, Ya Rasulallah, Ya Musa. He mentioned his name and they have never met. It's the riwayat, narrations. Anyway, some of them are weak and some of them are okay. But I'm just saying it to increase the knowledge that there are some riwayat that are not sound enough. And some said that Anabi Musa, people said that how can I reach your place? And you know you are sitting on the water and nothing happened to you. I want to come and move close to you. He said, don't you know Bismillah? Say Bismillah and come, nothing will happen to you. And I was also say Bismillah, and he was moving on the sea and he doesn't sink at all. Sink. And Anabi Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, they greeted each other with Khidir alayhi salatu wasalam, and Anabi Musa surprised about him. It was narrated that Anabi Musa was surprised about the knowledge that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestowed upon Khidir. And the knowledge of Khidir is not this thing, maybe it has to do with the spiritual knowledge. So that he has more knowledge about spirituality than even normal this knowledge that we have today. He says, Zahir, clear knowledge, open knowledge, and Batin, and the one that is hidden. It's not for everybody. Some criminals today also, they will claim to know Batin and they don't know it. And Anabi Musa was surprised, and Khidir said that, why are you surprised? Why are you wondering? My knowledge and your knowledge and everybody's knowledge, compare it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knowledge, is like you put this needle into the water, the small water that it will be attached to this in there, this into that needle is our knowledge and my knowledge and the knowledge of everybody. But the remaining water in the sea is Allah's knowledge. That is, we don't know anything. That is tawadu. Tawadu. You humble yourself. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَإِذْ قَالَ مُوسَى لِفَتَاهُ لَا أَبْرَحُ حَتَّى أَبْلُغَ مَجْمَعَ الْبَحْرَيْنِ أَوْ أَمْضِيَ حُقْبًا فَلَمَّا بَلَغَ And Moses said that I must travel. I must meet that person. I must reach Majma al-Bahrain, where the two oceans are joining, come together. I want to reach that place. I will continue with my journey. I will just be going till the day that I will find that place, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala instructed that he should travel and he should go and meet Khidir. فلما بلغ مجمع بينهما نسي حوتهما فاتخذ سبيلا في البحر سربا. And when they reached the place, and Moses slept, and Yusha, he did not sleep, and he witnessed the way the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala turned dry fish to fresh one, and the way that fish was swimming in the sea. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَلَمَّا جَاوَزَ قَالَ الْفَتَاةِ. When they passed that Majma al-Bahrain, and then Moses told his son, his boy, that is following him, is not his biological father. He said that, Ya Yusha, Atina gadana laqallakina min safarina hadha nasaba. Give us our food, because now we are feeling this journey. I'm so tired. There is hunger and everything. Just provide gada, lunch for us. And nasab is tiredness. Somebody is tired. قال رأيت إذا وين إلى الصخرة فإني نسيت له موسى. Don't you see that when we were in Majmal Bahrain, so that the fish has turned to dry fish, has turned to this live fish and the fresh one. وَمَا أَنْسَانِي إِلَّا شَيْطَانًا أَنْ أَذْكُرَهُ. And I don't even remember to tell you, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants Musa to suffer. You can't acquire knowledge in a comfortable way. Wallahi. If you see some Arab, they tell you their story, the way they acquire knowledge that some people don't value. Some people don't even respect them with their knowledge. You will surprise. Allah wanted Musa to miss the road, and so that he will not suffer and come back to his malad, because he want to acquire knowledge. Someone else said, come to my house and teach me. You must honor knowledge, Islamic knowledge. وَاتَّخَذَ سَبِيلًا فِي الْبَحْرِ عَجَبًا. And that is the story of that dry fish that turned to fresh one. قَالَ ذَلِكَ مَا كُنَّا نَبْغِ فَارْتَدَّ عَلَى آثَارِهِمَا قَصَصًا. And Musa said, that's what we've been looking for. That's what we've been looking for. Now, so that we need to go back. We need to go back to see where that fish, dry fish, turned to to fresh one. فوجد عبدا من عبادنا آتيناه رحمة من عندنا وعلمناه من لدنا علما. That's where Musa and Khidir met. And Allah SWT did not say whether they say salam alaikum to each other, or did not say salam alaikum, or did Musa meet him on the sea, or did not meet him. What really matters is what happened between the interrogation and interaction between Musa alayhi salatu wasalam and Khidir. Allah SWT said, Musa wajada abdan min ibad. Two of them, they saw somebody, abdan, those who that are calling him Nabi or Rasul, is a big mistake. Allah did not say فَوَجَدَ رَسُولًا مِنْ رُسُولِنَا or نَبِيًّا مِنْ أَنْبِيَائِنَا. Rather, Allah SWT says فَوَجَدَ عَبْدًا مِنْ عِبَادِنَا. They saw one servant among our servants. آتَيْنَاهُ رَحْمَةً مِنْ عِنْدِنَا. We bestow a lot of rahmah upon him. وَعَلَّمْنَاهُ مِنْ لَدُنَّا إِلْمًا. And we bless him with the ilm, the one that we call ilm al-ladun. That is ilm from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ilham from Allah. Allah will just open door for you. Even the people that you study with, they will surprise. Where is he getting all this thing? It's Allah. That is ilham. And sometimes it can come free. And sometimes you will struggle for it. You will ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless you with some of explanation and some knowledge that some people don't know. وَعَلَّمْنَاهُ مِنْ لَدُنَّا إِلْمًا. And he also, if you are repeating this verse, that's وَعَلَّمْنَاهُ مِنْ لَدُنَّا إِلْمًا, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may bestow that knowledge, but still you must seek for knowledge. You can't stay at home and be sleeping and want to be a knowledgeable person. It will not work. It will not work. قال له موسى, and then Musa told Khidir, ألا أتبعك ألا أن تعلمني مما علمت رشدا. Can I follow you? Look, he's seeking for permission. Musa is seeking for permission from Khidir. That is, can you allow me to follow you so that I will acquire knowledge from you? Because now you are so knowledgeable, I want to gain from your knowledge. Qala, he said, Khidir, innaka, indeed you, listen to it very well. He said, innaka, indeed you, Musa, Lan tastati'a maya sabra. You can never experience sabr with me, exercise patience with me. Because Khidir, he has full knowledge that what Anabi Musa have as a knowledge is about zahir, something clear things. But the one of Khidir is unclear. It's unclear. Something that you need another person to explain to you. And he was doing it with this ilham from Allah. Allah is directing him that he said, go and do this thing, and he will do it. And it's not a Nabi. Understand it. And it's not a prophet. It's not messenger. He said, you Musa, you can never exercise patience with me because this thing is something that is unclear to you. He said, whatever tells me, how can you be patient? How can you exercise patience? Allah allowed you to be a khubra, something that you don't know, you don't have knowledge, you don't have background about it, you don't know anything about it. It will be so difficult for you. And then Musa said, look at what is happening between Mala and the student. Now Musa has turned to Nabi, min anbiya ulul azm, a prophet among ulul azm min ar-rusul. Now he has turned to a student to Khidir. You can acquire knowledge from anywhere, especially something that you don't know. That is the reason I normally tell some malams or some imam, don't say that since you are imam and you are knowledgeable Islamic scholar, there are something that you need to know from some people. Maybe you don't know how to operate computer. You have to connect yourself to those people that you know. They will teach you. So that you have to take from everybody. Don't say that people must come to me. Sometimes I want to do some things on my laptop and I don't know how to do it. I somebody call some brother that come and do. Brother is this area. It should be, and I know, Alhamdulillah, I thank Allah. Once you teach me once, forget about it. I will never come back to you. Just you tell me, give me instruction. And some will come directly from Allah, inshallah, once you follow the instruction of each. But for you to say that now, today I have everything, you don't need to ask anybody to acquire knowledge, but you will suffer with, you will even die with ignorance. And Musa said that, and Musa said, Satajuni insha'Allah sabira. You will see me, my Mawla Khidir, you will see me sabiran, as a gentle person. I will try. And Musa, the way Allah created Musa, is not gentle. He is so strong, even with Allah. Sometimes we ask Allah some question, terrible one, and Allah loves him so much. But because of knowledge, he wanted to acquire knowledge. He said that I will be patient with you, inshallah. Wala asilaka amra, and I will never offend you. He said, I will try so that I will not disobey you and I will not offend you. And now listen, this thing is we need to gain and pick some lessons from there. It's not Allah did not narrate, is not narrating it to us, or is not saying talking about two of them in the glorious Quran. After this story, I will tell you what the comment of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You know, he said now the teacher now want to give him instruction. Yes, it must be there. He said, Khidir said that if you follow me, Musa, don't ever ask me anything. Don't ask me. Some people will be asking questions. While I leave, so if a particular sheikh is preaching, just leave him. I'm telling you before you run, or maybe something that you want to ask, he will even talk about it. Even lectures, all you raise his hand. What does that mean? It's bad, and the ulama, they don't like it. Or you will interrupt. They don't like it's bad. He said, if you follow me, don't ask me anything. Till when it is time, I will explain some things for you. Not everything, some things. And فانطلقا, and Musa and Khidir, they embark on their journey. After Isa Rakiba bi Savina, and they enter a particular ship. And when they wanted to enter it, let me say something there. It was narrated again, but it's Israeliyat anyway. But let me say it to beautify the story of Musa and Khidir. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's so sound, but the captain of that ship and his son, the messengers and those that are working assistants, one of them looked at Musa and Khidir because they don't have luggage, they don't have no bag, no anything. He said that we are not going to allow people to enter this ship because people will look like thieves, like armed robbers. Because how can you be traveling and you don't have bag, no anything? And the captain, he was hearing them from far place and he came. He said, you don't know. The two of them are people of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The way you see it is a total different ways another person will see it. The person even asked them to enter this ship free of charge. I'm not going to collect money from you. That is the reason why you have to be patient. The first thing that they face is allegation. He said, this is armed robbers, thieves. And the captain came, he said, no, these people look like people of Allah. How can you say Arab Musa with his beard and the way he look with turban, you not say that he's armed robber? And they entered that ship, and the ship was moving. And Khidir, is a local one. Khidir now removed one of the what they call wood on the one of the they normally use wood, they fix them together, and Khidir just deliberately removed one of the wood that they used for the ship. Allah Akbar. And Musa looked at him. He said, لَقَدْ جِئْتَ. He said, أَخَرَجْتَهَا لِتُغْرِكَ آلَهَا لَقَدْ جِئْتَ شَيْئًا إِمْرًا. This thing that you did is unusual. It's very, very wrong. How can you destroy their ship? And they help us. They gave us this thing free of charge, and now you want to destroy it? Do you know what Khidir said? Khidir said, Alam akul innaka lan tastati'a ma'iya sabra. Didn't I tell you that you cannot exercise patience with me? Now why are you asking me? Musa now said that, oh, sorry, I forget that there is agreement between me and you, so that I should not ask you anything. Now I made a mistake. It's out of forgetfulness. So that I'm sorry, I'm very, very sorry. And then Musa said, لَقَدْ لَا تُؤَخِذْنِي بِمَا نَسِيتُ وَلَا تُرْهِقْنِي مِنْ أَمْرِ أُسْرًا. I don't understand what is happening. I'm very, very sorry. I'm very, very sorry. And فَانْطَلَقَ. They crossed the sea, and after that one, they came down from that ship, and they were moving, two of them, and Khidir now did something more terrible than the first one. The ulama said that in the tafsir, that is, he saw children, about 10 of them, they were playing, and he looked at the most distant, the handsome and fine among them, and they said that he removed his head, he killed him. And Musa said that أَقَتَلْتَ نَفْسًا زَكِيَّةً بِغَيْرِ نَفْسٍ. How come you killed innocent person, a small boy that he has never committed anything and did not do anything to you? Why did you do that? Musa now talk as if he want to condemn Khidir. Now no issue of mala, and this is this thing that you did is bad. It's bad. Me, I cannot accept it. Khidir said, قَالَ لَمْ أَقُلْ لَكَ. Khidir got angry. Yes, he got angry, and immediately, do you know what he did? They said, even Qurtubi mentioned it, is in the tafsir, it's not me, it's tafsir of Qurtubi. He said that Khidir got angry, and he now removed skin from the shoulder of that boy, and he said, Musa, look. And Musa saw it written there that kafir la yu'minu billahi abada. This one is a kafir who will never believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that is the reason why I killed him. Now they call Allah aqullaka innaka lan tastati'a ma'iya sabira. Didn't I tell you that you can't exercise patience with me? You can't be patient. Musa now said out of his own is impatient person. He said that qala in sa'altuka an shay'in. If I ask you something after this one, fala tusahibuni. Just cancel the friendship and the relationship, and yes, let it to be the end of our journey. He even decided on his own. The Mullah did not say that if you ask me anything, he said, if I ask you anything again. And he did that so that to keep himself. But that one cannot help him from what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to happen. وَسَمَّيْتُ يَحْيَا لِيَحْيَا وَلْمْ يَكُنْ أَمْرُ اللَّهِ فِي سَبِيلُ. Somebody, he was given this thing, children and giving birth to children, and they were dying. They were dying. And he said, now this one, let me give him Yahya, so that Yahya who will live long. And when he gave that name of Yahya, that Yahya also did not live long. Even Yahya of Anabi Zakaria did not live long. His father later even buried him. He died before his father. Now Anabi Musa, he gave himself a condition so that he will not ask another question again, but he couldn't. Because you have given me a lot of excuses, and it's enough. Enough is enough. And they move on. They reach a place. Ibn Abbas said that place is in Turkey. In Turkey, فطلب طعاما وكان على اللئامة لا يطعمون الجائع ولا يستضيفون ضيفا فامتنعوا عن إضافتهما أو إطعامهما. That place, they are so stingy. They don't offer people drinks, the travelers, and they don't give them food, and they don't host them. They say, no, we don't have any business with you, just go. There are some places like that. They say, we don't want to see any stranger, a visitor, or new face. And they were there. And they saw a wall that is falling. The wall was about to collapse. Some ulama of tafsir said that Khidir just used his hand and he rebuilt that wall in just 1 minute. Some of them said that he asked Musa that now we need to rebuild this wall. And then Musa said that this one I don't understand. We enter a particular place, they refuse to feed us, they refuse to give us drinks, and now is it our business? That is a wall want to collapse, and now we now fix the wall, we now rebuild the wall. This one is too much. And when they finished, Musa was still with his own disagreement and condition that he has given himself. قال لو شئت لاتخذت عليه أجرا. He said, Sheikh, if you can collect something from them, so that we now use it to eat and drink and continue with our journey, it will be better. And from there, Khidir got angry. He said, "Ada firaku bayni wa bayna." This one will be separation between me and you. So unabiuka, and before you go, I will explain everything to you. 3 things happened. I'm no patient, but now me, I'm going to tell you everything. I'm going to give you the meaning and I will explain to you things that happen that you cannot be patient to even get things right and to even acquire knowledge from me. Inshallah, me, I'm going to tell you. He said, Amma Safina, the ship that I destroyed, firstly, Fakanat al-Masakin, that ship belonged to Masakin. And they said those Masakin, some of them even mentioned their number, that they don't take that what they have and they use it to get something. If they take people as a means of transport, if they take people with it for traveling or for journey, they will give them money. And they use that, and they don't have anything that ship. And there are many. And now Khidir said that فَأَرَدْتُ أَنْ أَعِيبَهَا, and I wanted to destroy that ship. وَكَانَ وَرَاءُ مَلِكٌ, because there is one king. The place that the ship is heading to, there is one king there. يَأْخُذُ كُلَّ سَفِينَةٍ غَصِبًا. He normally hijack people's ship. If you see any ship that is good and is okay, he will hijack it. He said that is the reason why I destroyed that ship, so that the Malik will not even look at it. Say, this one is not even okay, I don't want it. And they will fix it back later. That is ilham from Allah. You know, now me, I will look at your car, the glass of your car, and I will break everything. Will you be happy? And I said that because there are some robbers that you save that car, but if you leave them, if you leave it, and if I leave it, you allow me to break the glass so that later you will fix it. And that one will be better for you than to even lose your car totally. That's what Khidr did. He said, Muhammad Ghulam, and that boy, innocent one that I killed, فَكَانَ أَبَوَاهُ مُؤْمِنِينَ. His parents, they are mu'minin, they are believers, they are so close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they love that boy so much. Even the boy used to normally control them. And فَخْشِينَ أَنْ يُرْهِقَهُمَا طُغْيَانًا وَكُفْرًا. And we are afraid, so that if he live long, he may even change their faith one day. We allow them to drop Islam, to convert to any religion, and they will do that out of the love that they have for him. And that is the reason why we killed that boy. And later Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now gave them another boy. And that boy is so humble. Even the ulama even said that that boy, from his own dhuriyah, his own children, there are so many prophets that came out from that boy. The one that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them later. He took bad one and gave them good one. فَأَرَدْنَا يُبْدِلَهُمَا رَبُّهُمَا خَيْرًا مِنْهُ. And he want to replace him back. He want to give them the better one. خَيْرًا مِنْهُ زَكَاةً. That one is even better than him. This is holy. وَأَقْرَبَ رُحْمًا. And that one, أَقْرَبَ رُحْمًا, that is, he will be so humble to them. And he will serve as an obedient child. Not like the other one that they love. You know, there are some boys today, their parents just love them so much, but they are so bad to their parents, they are disobedient to their parents, but their parents love them. Anything that he said that he wants, they must give it to him. But still, they know that he is not a good child. He said, وَأَمَّا الْجِدَارِ. And concerning the wall that I rebuilt or I repaired, فَقَانَ لِغُلَامَيْنِ. It belongs to two boys, يَتِيمَيْنِ, they are orphans, fil Medina, in that town. وَكَانَ تَحْتَهُ كَنْزٌ لَهُمَا. And their father, they have already kept this money for them under that wall, and nobody is aware. Nobody is aware, because those children, they are small. And وَكَانَ أَبُوهُمَا صَالِحًا. That's where I'm going. وَكَانَ أَبُوهُمَا صَالِحًا. And their father, the two orphans, their father is so humble and nice, and is Allah's person. فَأَرَادَ رَبُّكَ أَن يَبْلُغَ أَشُدَّهُمَا وَيَسْتَخْرِجَ كَنزَهُمَا رَحْمَةً مِنْ رَبِّهِ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants those two orphans to reach age of puberty, age that they can control the money. وَيَسْتَخْرِجَ كَنزَهُمَا. Because they are aware that the money is there, but they don't have power. And if that wall collapses, the criminals will take the money away. And those children, they don't have any power. But Allah wants them to grow up, and they will take their money. Look at Allah. Say, فَأَرَادَ رَبُّكَ أَنْ يَبْلُغَ أَشُدَّهُمَا. We want them to reach age of puberty, and to be strong, to be able to handle business, control their wealth. وَيَسْتَخْرِجَ كَنزَهُمَا. And to remove out their money. رَحْمَةً مِنْ رَبِّكَ. Is a rahmah from Allah. Is rahmah from Allah, not from anybody. وَمَا فَاتُ عَنْ أَمْرِي. Wait, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he favored those two children, two orphans, because of their father, because he said, وَكَانَ أَبُوهُمَا صَالِحًا. Their father is so humble, and now we need to favor the children because of their father. That is the reason Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala يَتَّخِذُ اللَّهُ صَلَاةَ الْآبَاءِ لِلْأَبْنَاءِ وَصَلَاةَ الْأَجْدَادِ لِلْآفَاقِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is normally used the goodness of the grandfather for his grandson, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is normally used the goodness for his father for his own children, even if they are not even alive. And that's what happened here in Suratul Kahf. Khidr said, وَمَا فَاتُ عَنْ أَمْرِي. All what I did, Ya Musa, I not do it by myself. I did it, I was instructed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. ذَلِكَ تَأْوِيلُ مَا ما لم تستطع عليه صبرا ذلك تفسير الأمور التي لم تستطع الصبر عليها وأردت فيها قبل أن أخبرك عنها. These are the stories, 3 things that happen, and you, Musa, you cannot be able to exercise patience on. And now I've already explained everything from you. And then Musa does not want to leave him. Prophet Muhammad said that he hoped that, look at this, he said, Prophet Hadith, Rahimallah Akhi Musa, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless my brother Musa. Lawaditu, I love, how I wish. And now so that if Musa can exercise patience, I will not follow Khidir for a long time so that we acquire many knowledge. Even Prophet he was, even after the knowledge of Khidir, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. But Musa did not exercise patience. And another thing, let me round up. Another thing is that Musa, he looked at Khidir. He looked at Khidir, and I said that, my malam, okay, now, you have explained everything to me. Okay, I want you to give me wasiyah. Now I'm leaving. I know, we must separate. But now I need wasiyah from you. I want you to guide me. Tell me something. And Khidir said that, Ya Musa, you Musa, la talumanna ila Allah tulam. Don't rush to insult another person so that they will insult you back. Khidir said that lumtani al annani kharajtu safina. You said that you said that I destroyed the ship, and you are blaming me, and you are afraid. Why are you so afraid? Are you afraid of that we may sink into that water? Did you remember the day that your mother put you in that box and he threw you and you even passed through Pharaoh's palace? Did you sink that day? Nothing happened to you. Allah that saved you that day, He can save us today. Ya Musa. And Musa, you say you accused me of stealing a soul, innocent soul. You also have done that one before. He said, you also you kill somebody by mistake. Why are you not insulting? Why are you not asking me now? And he said, yeah, Musa, again, you said that I rebuild a wall without collecting money. I don't collect ajr. You also have done that one before. A particular well that the people of Shuaib, they normally raise 40 of them. Only you raise that cover of the well. Did you collect any amount? You didn't collect anything. Why are you not blaming me? That is wasiyah. And I was so that every day from there they separated, and Musa moved on his own, and Khidir continued with his own journey. What Allah wants and Musa to know, that there is some knowledge there that Musa does not even know at all. And what was that knowledge? Allah gave some of his own servants that they are even below and Musa, they are not up to him. That is the reason why if you claim to be knowledgeable, there are many thousands and millions of people that are more knowledgeable than you. If you claim that you know something, that is the reason why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that وَقُلْ رَبِّ زِدْنِي ilma. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always to increase you in knowledge. Me also, I'm asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Rabbi zidni ilma. And if you also, if you like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to increase you in knowledge, you also say Rabbi zidni ilma. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept this tafsir as an act of ibadah. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik. نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.